अभी रात को नहीं रुकेंगे इधर? Do you think my voice is audible to everyone?
Sorry, Guru.
Okay, so we'll wait for 2 more minutes to start. See my screen? So you people received your application access, our team. You people received our application access from our HR team. Everyone? Yes, no. If you didn't receive, I shared that message in the chat box also. So please, you can able to download that application and you can enroll that and enter the batch code also. You will get an application access. I approved everyone. So most of the people are. We are going to discuss both like what are all the code books, tools, softwares we are going to be handling during the IPDRG projects. So that is the main thing the people need to know. So what is the softwares they are using and what are all the code sets they are using and what are all the updates they are following, where they are getting that updates. And this and are all the thing you should know before itself need to enter into the IPDRG. So first we need to know ICD, 10CM, ICD, CPT, PCS. So these are all the code sets are available in the medical coding. And one more thing is HCPCS. So HCPCS. So these are all the code sets are available in the medical coding field. And these are all the things only the people are working right now. These are all the things only the people are working in the medical coding industry. So most of the things are comes under like this category only. So first, when we will use ICD 10CM, that is the main thing. When we will use this kind of codes, when we will use that kind of codes, that and all we should know before itself. For example, if you are going to be finding the diagnosis and need to report the diagnosis by that codes, we need to use ICD 10CM codes. So it's look like a diagnosis code. It's completely related to alphanumeric. What is the meaning by alphanumeric? What is the meaning by alphanumeric? What is the meaning by alphanumeric?
The code indicates along with the alphabets and including the numbers, which is called alphanumerical. Hello.
Just a second, K. So alphanumeric means the codes contain alphabetical and as well as numbers. Like for example, COVID. If I want to report the COVID, the code is U07.1. If I want to report like pneumonia, the code is J18.9. Like that, the codes will be described. This is called alphanumeric codes. So when we will use to find the diagnosis. To find the diagnosis means for the outpatient visit also we will use ICD 10 cm codes, and inpatient also we will use 10 cm codes. The codes are used IP. Next thing is current procedural terminology. What is meaning the current procedural terminology means when the patient came to the hospital for outpatient services, in the outpatient services, if any procedure was performed, if any surgery was performed, you need to be use current procedural terminology. So the meaning is now you can understand why we need to know whether it is inpatient account or outpatient account. If it is inpatient account means we need to use procedural coding system codes, and if it is outpatient means we need to use CPT, current procedural terminology codes. So now you got it. Why we need to know before itself whether it is inpatient account or outpatient account. Now you people got it in why it is more important to know whether before itself whether it is inpatient account or outpatient account. So the current procedural terminology comes under into 5 characters, numeric characters. 5 numeric characters. It's used only in OP visit. It used only in OP visit. Next thing is procedural coding system. So the procedural coding system we will be using in the inpatient surgery. Once the patient admitted to the hospital, and after that, what are all the procedures are performed, or whether it is an inpatient visit, if any procedures are performed, I need to be report procedural coding system codes. So it contains 7 characters. It is also alphanumeric. And moving forward, we will be letting you know the complete details also. Next thing is one more code set is there that is called HIPIX. HIPIX used only in the outpatient setting. When the medical services and supplies are used in the outpatient setting, additionally we need to be report HIPIX code only for outpatient services, only for outpatient surgeries, not for inpatient surgeries, because inpatient surgeries in the 7 characters everything will be included. Everything will be included. So this is the main thing you people need to know. What is ICD, what is CPT, what is PCS, what is HIPIX. And one more additional information I will give you. What is additional information means? For example, if anyone is planning to go for UAE or Saudi in these countries to planning to work means you people working for CPT codes. Even though if it is an inpatient also, you people are using CPT codes. Okay, so that is for additional info. Don't want to confuse because in all over the India, we have only the PCS codes and we are working only for the US countries. So we need to know about only the PCS and ICD codes. But if you are planning to go in UAE, let me know. You should know that they are using CPT codes. It's clear thing. Is there any doubts or any questions related to this code books? Any doubts or any questions related to the code books? Any doubts? Any questions? No. Okay, thank you.
No.
Next, I'm going to give you simple questions to identify which type of code sets we need to use, which kind of code books we need to use. Okay, I'm going to give you one simple question. For example, the patient came to the hospital for finger laceration. The laceration repair was done in the emergency department. The patient discharged to home. So here, what are all the diagnoses? What are all the procedures are there? What are all the diagnoses? What are all the procedures? What is
Finger
diagnosis?
laceration is the diagnosis. Laceration repair is the procedure done to the patient.
Finger laceration is a diagnosis and laceration repair
Like
is a
diagnosis,
procedure. Okay. Now,
laceration
before
repair is
itself, let me know whether it is an inpatient visit or outpatient visit. It is an
Outpatient
inpatient
visit.
visit or outpatient visit.
Outpatient visit.
Outpatient visit.
How you are
Outpatient visit.
confirming it is outpatient visit? Because you should not say randomly, you should have the keywords, you should know the keywords. How you are saying it is not an inpatient visit?
It is not falls under the 2 midnight rule.
Outpatient visit.
So it
Okay,
is
so first
outpatient.
it is not comes under into fall to midnight rule. Any other how you are confirming it is outpatient?
Patient is not even admitted in the hospital.
Yes, the patient came to the hospital in ED. There is no admission order was generated. There is no documentation of ICU. There is no physician did it say the patient got admitted. So that's why it is outpatient. Now you people clear? There is no ICU documentation. There is no what is we call like there is no admission order is there. There is no physician didn't documented admit I admitted the patient like that. There is no ICU wording is there, and there is no forms are mentioned like inpatient forms. So that's why it is OP visit. So why I'm saying like that now, you should know the keywords. You blindly you should not say like ED is there, that's why it is OP. We can able to say no sir, only ED is there. Can I say it is OP? No, all the inpatient people also came to the DD and later only they admitted. Later only they admitted, right? Directly, for example, one of the patient came to the hospital for fever. Physician directly admitted to inpatient. Is it possible, first of all? It is possible?
No.
No, it's not possible. So first he came to the ED. In ED, physician will evaluate what is the reason for the fever. It is related to the infection or it is related to any other complications. What is the issue happen? And later they will be come up with that one diagnosis. And if it is required, they will admit. Or otherwise, just they will give you the paracetamol tablet and they will ask you to go to home. Right? This is common. So ED is just a common thing. ED is just a common thing. So we need to understand that how to identify the visit type. So when you are going to review the chart as a initial days, if you become a medical coder in inpatient, you should know whether you are coding inpatient account or not. You got my point, team? Whatever it is in initial days, whatever the error you are made in your office, that only end of your life itself, it will be affected. If you are staying in the same company, if you are staying in the same company, the simple mistakes makes you lot of complications in inpatient coding. Okay, because CPT values are different, PCS coding values are completely different because whatever the tools you are going to be working, the tools have CPT codes and PCS codes as well. That is, you should aware of that. The same tool will generate CPT tools and PCS CPT codes and as well as PCS codes. So you should be more careful while doing the each and every chart. It's not about like a random or daily I need to do each and every chart, each and every line is more important in the inpatient coding because some of the diagnosis will be documented middle of the word. It is a high revenue generated because we are not we are not a doctors. First of all, we should understand our situation also. We are not a doctors. We are not working in the hospital. Correct? We are not working in the hospital. We just completed the life science or graduations and just we know something else about like anatomy and physiology and we entered into the coding and we work there. So apart from that, we don't know anything about that medical things as well. It is very difficult to work with a physician. For example, if you don't know anything else, you can able to work like a doctor. Is it possible? At least work like a nurse, it is possible for us. Not possible. But what you are doing, you are creating the revenue for the doctors. Think like that. You are creating the revenue for the doctors. So it should be very careful. Simple example is if you are a physician, due to the coder's errors, the physician got less salary. He will agree. Or otherwise, hospital getting less revenue instead of one coder. The hospital will agree. If you are running a hospital in USA, you are giving that outsourcing to that your medical coding into that India. Only one coder make an issue or making that revenue. Like some dollars, some like $50,000. He coded only for $5,000. He missed one major procedure to code that. Who will affect? Coder will affect our hospital will affect our obviously
Hospital.
hospital. So anyone will ready to lose $45,000? Anyone ready to lose $45,000? No. Even though if you are running the hospital, you will do multiple time evaluation for the whatever already coded accounts also. So think like that. It is very, you should be more cautious to release each and every chart. Okay, so now finger laceration. So what is the code set I need to use for finger laceration? ICDA, CPTA, PCSA. For finger laceration, what is the code set I need to use? What is the code set I need to use? ICD, CPT, or PCS? Diagnosis,
ICD.
finger laceration diagnosis.
ICD.
ICD 10 cm.
ICD. Okay. For laceration repair, it is a procedure which I need to use CPT code or PCS code.
CPT code.
CPT code. CPT.
I need to use CPT code. So this is clear. Any doubts or any questions in this scenario? Any doubts or any questions? Okay, fine. Next, I'm going to be giving you one more question that little bit tricky to understand. One of the patient admitted to the hospital for finger laceration repair done in ED and moved to inpatient services. We can mention like to patient came to the hospital for finger laceration. The laceration repair was done in emergency department and moved to inpatient services for his hypertension. So hypertension medication was given. After 3 days, the patient discharged to home. So the patient came to the hospital for like finger laceration. In emergency department, they repaired, but also he found the patient having elevated blood pressure like hypertension. So for this condition, the patient admitted, medication was given. After 3 days, the patient discharged to home. So what is a visit this is? Inpatient or outpatient or
Inpatient visit.
Inpatient.
Falls under-
Inpatient.
inpatient? Oh, how you will confirm this is inpatient?
There is
How
a
you
3
will
days
say
of
this
stay
is-
has been confirmed with the patient.
Yes.
So we can
So
consider
the
it as
move to
inpatient.
inpatient services. Move to inpatient services. So that's why you are saying like. So in this scenario, how many diagnoses are there? How many diagnoses?
2 diagnoses. Finger laceration, hypertension is the diagnosis.
Finger laceration and hypertension. So what is the procedure performed here?
Laceration repair.
Laceration repair is the procedure.
Laceration repair performed in ED, IPR.
IP.
ED.
ED. Okay,
Yeah,
it is done in the ED.
I mean, inpatient visit they performed or outpatient visit, like in ED visit they performed laceration repair.
ED visit they performed the
ED visit they
procedure.
performed laceration. Okay. Now let me know laceration code will be CM code. Hypertension will be CM code that you people know.
ICD.
Now let me know what is the code set, procedure code set I need to use for laceration repair. CPT or PCS? CPT or
Inpatient
PCS?
means
CPT.
CPT. Why CPT?
PCS code. will.
it's inpatient
It
PCS
is done
will
in ED
That
setting.
repair
Okay, it
was
is
done in
inpatient
ED
visit.
service.
Yes, it is inpatient visit. But the laceration repair performed
Inpatient
in
visit.
outpatient. So what I should do?
PCS.
Will build the
PCS.
PCS code only.
PCS, CPT. Let me know once fast. Okay,
PCS
how many
will
people are
report,
saying
sir.
CPT? How many people are saying CPT? No other CPT. How many people are saying PCS? You can able to
It is
mention in chat
PCS.
box.
PCS.
PCS. Okay. CPT. I'm getting more answer. Okay. Before going to enter the answer, I will give you one short scenario. Just understand that. One of the patient came to the hospital for an injury. Injury was treated. Surgery was performed. And later the physician found some issues in the heart valves. So the physician wants to admit the patient. The patient was admitted. But before admitted itself, I can able to give you the bill of ED to pay the bill. Or otherwise, after discharging the patient, I can able to deliver 2 bill copies to the same patient. Is it possible? For ED separate bill, inpatient separate bill, I can able to produce.
No.
Is it possible?
No.
Because ED visit date also same date, inpatient also same date. In the same date, I can able to generate 2 bills for the same patient.
No.
Is it possible?
No.
So what will happen? What they will do actually? All the treatment will be considered into inpatient. All the treatment. So now it is not ED. That ED treatment also consider like a inpatient services. Inpatient services. So what is the code set I need to use?
PCS code set we
PCS
need
code.
to use.
PCS code. So you should understand one concept. when the patient admitted from outpatient to inpatient, the whole visit consider like a inpatient only. So no need to be report CPT codes separately because simple logic, inpatient visit, we won't code CPT code in US guidelines. Simple logic. If it is a inpatient, you should code only PCS. So that logic you can understand. It's clear, team? It's clear? Any doubts or any questions in this scenario? Any doubts? Any questions in this scenario?
It's clear.
Okay. What is the primary diagnosis here? Actually, in this scenario, primary diagnosis is hypertension, not a finger laceration. I will,
Yes.
that is comes under different kind of guidelines. That is called UHDS guidelines, Uniform Hospital Discharge Data Set. That and all, I don't want to make you to more conflicting or complications in the day 3 itself. That is more difficult to understand than USDS guidelines. That I will be teaching you in the easy format. No worries, okay? Next question. Slowly you can read from your end. Slowly. The patient came to the hospital for the outpatient services for chemotherapy. What is chemotherapy? Anyone knows about what is chemotherapy? What is chemotherapy?
Procedure.
Chemotherapy. Okay, when they will do chemotherapy and what is the purpose they will do chemotherapy? What is the purpose they will do chemotherapy?
Treating
reduce-
cancer disease.
Treating
Treating
cancer.
cancer. It is a cancer related
Cancer.
therapy. For his lung cancer, chemotherapy performed in the outpatient. After chemotherapy, patient felt weakness. You know, after chemotherapy, lot of complications may happen to the patient. It might be dehydration, it might be hypotension or a hypertension. Common after chemotherapy treatment, most of the people will get weakness. So the patient admitted to the hospital. Next day, the patient discharged to home after IV fluids treatment. Simple logic. The patient came to the hospital for outpatient services, chemotherapy. He is not intentionally came to the hospital for to admit. He just came to the hospital for outpatient services for chemotherapy, regular basis. But after chemo, the patient developed weakness, so he admitted. The treatment was given for chemotherapy. Now, first we need to find out whether it is an inpatient visit or outpatient visit.
It's a
Inpatient
daycare,
visit it is.
It is inpatient or outpatient visit?
outpatient daycare.
Outpatient daycare. Okay, then read the scenario once again and find out the key
Patient
terms.
patient admitted to the hospital is the documentation. So we can
So
consider
it
this as
is,
an inpatient.
yes.
It
Everyone
is
agreed?
inpatient.
Everyone agreed? It is inpatient or outpatient? No, yes. No, I knew your thought because now it's not about
Inpatient.
like training is
Inpatient,
not just like reading the PDF or posting the questions. It's understanding. That's what day one itself I said. You should come out that because in your office, if you want to go ask the doubt, any doubt, if you're going to ask your senior, the doubt should be valid. Everyone
it is
understand my words? If you are going to be asked any doubts to your seniors or your colleague, it should be valid. So they think if he asks any doubts, it is valid doubt, so we need to be respond. But if you are asking always silly doubts, or if you are didn't ask any doubts also, the people will felt you are unfit. You are unfit means you don't have that much knowledge. You know, simply I'm saying that a corporate culture now, you should show your performance or you should show something to that your managers or TL. Correct? In the corporate culture, that is right. Corporate culture, anyway, you entered into the corporate culture, you should show something else. I know everything. Yes or no? Team? Agreed. Working people knows very well. You know that knowledge
Yes,
or not,
completely agree.
you should show yourself, right? I know that. I know everything, right? So this is the thing in the corporate culture. It's not. It should be that habit should be come out, or otherwise in IP in IT department it is very difficult to sustain because we know what are all the things are happening in the company. Sometimes whoever not performing well, they will get more hike and more thing. But whoever working well, they won't get anything. It's all happen in the IT department. It's quite common. It's quite common. Some people will get more support. Some people won't get any support. This and all the things happen. How it will be happen now? By based on your performance and based on your knowledge, and how you are handling the situation. So that and all like personality development skills. So that you should improve. If it is time is there, your schedule is free. I'm ready to join, and I'm taking the personality development training also. So the thing, because in corporate training, before going to start the medical IPDRG training, we have a 3 days personality development skill training is there to set the people to understand the inpatient coding. The training also is there. It is including in the corporate training. When we are entered into the company, first 3 days there is no classes. Just we are talking with the people and to understand that like coding these things and for the freshers. And we are I given the training for the doctors, physicians, only physician. That company hired only physician to do the medical coding. Think like that. What is the salary for them? Already they knows everything. Already they are working as a doctors, but they entered into the medical coding. So first 3 days personality development to understand the what is medical coding like that. First 3 days we will discuss these things only. These things only how to work in the culture of medical coding. The main thing is you should show off your performance. Show off. You need to show. Otherwise you can't able to grow. Okay, so that keep it in your mind. Just for my reference, it might be changed for each and every person's, but just understand that. Okay, so let me know that outpatient chemotherapy perform and lung cancer. So this is IV visit or inpatient visit? Sorry, OP visit. What is the type of visit this is? What is the type of visit this is?
IP visit. It is
IP.
IP
IP
visit.
It is IP visit. Okay. Then what are all the diagnoses you people are seeing here? What are all the diagnoses you people seeing here? Diagnosis, not a procedures. What are all the
Lung
diagnoses
cancer.
you can able to identify?
Lung cancer.
Lung
Only lung
cancer.
cancer.
General
One is
weakness.
lung cancer. Then
Weakness.
General weakness.
weakness, generalized weakness. Okay. Other than that, any diagnosis are there? Any conditions? Diagnosis means diseases or conditions. Nothing is there. Okay. Then what are all the procedures you people see?
Chemotherapy.
Chemotherapy.
Then any other procedures?
IV fluid treatment.
IV
IV
fluids.
fluids.
treatment.
IV fluids is a procedure. Okay. Then now let me know for lung cancer which code set I need to use.
ICD.
ICD-10.
Yeah.
Weakness
ICD.
for chemotherapy.
PCS.
For
PCS.
chemotherapy.
IV fluid treatment.
CPT or PCSR because chemotherapy already performed in outpatient, already completed in outpatient service. So think where can I code CPT or PCS?
PCS.
It is C coded as CPT, sir.
It
CPT.
will code CPT or okay. Again, you can go for the rule.
Oh,
What is the rule? Inpatient visit, we won't use
CPT.
CPT.
we won't use CPT code. It is PCS because CPT means it is a different billing cycle, different billing pattern. PCS means different billing pattern is there. So when again and again I'm repeating the same guideline. Once the patient admitted outpatient to inpatient, the whole visit will be considered like inpatient. Whole visit will be considered like a inpatient. Don't make any confuse because this is the reality. This is the reality chart, real chart. This is real chart because I told you, right? Not a inpatient account. You won't see directly admitted to the hospital, directly admitted to the hospital. No, the patient won't be admitted directly. We have lot of restrictions are there to admit the patient. Lot of restrictions because insurance company won't allow without any proper reason. If the patient admitted, claim will be denied. Claim will be denied, or otherwise they will be admit everyone, right? If you are running a hospital, you need more money now. If the people came with that any condition, if you are admitted, what will happen? You are claiming with the insurance company. They are ready to pay for that. They are ready to pay for that. No, they won't pay. You should document. The physician should confirm the patient really need a inpatient visit. Really need a inpatient admission. At the time only insurance company will pay. Behind that, lot of audits are there. Lot of audits to control the fraudulence activities and abuse activities happening in the hospitals. Okay, so you should be aware of that. So unnecessarily the patient won't be admitted into the hospital. So we need to be coded like, so that's why whole visit will be considered like a inpatient visit. So IV fluids comes under which code set I need to use? IV fluids. IV fluids.
HCPCS.
HCPCS, sir. Okay, so again I will be going with the HCPCS. HCPCS codes will be used only in
Visit.
OP.
Okay.
No need to be. I told you, right? Inpatient visit, you will be using only two codes. One is PCS, one is ICD. Other than that, nothing is there. As per my point of view, compared to OP, IP is very easy. As per my thought, I felt like PCS is very easy because I started my career as an inpatient coder. One point of time, my TL said to learn a OP also because if you want to become a manager or if you want to become a TL or something else, it might be useful for you because you need to handle both the projects if you become a manager. So you will get you need to learn that also. So what I thought, okay, so I'm ready to learn and sit behind the OP coder and sit behind the OP coder. Within the 2 days, I got frustrated. What is this? Whatever the thing, I'm not coding, you are coding. He's coding all the symptoms, but I won't see the symptoms. I won't touch the symptoms. You are coding something different. We are coding in the something different. So I felt you are doing very hard job. It is very easy for me to code the conditions in the inpatient visit. So that is a thing. So if you understand the concept of the inpatient coding, it is very easy compared to outpatient services because our already inpatient target is very less, only for 18, but that will be taking more time. That is different, but it is easy. As per my point of view, inpatient is easy compared to outpatient surgeries. Okay. So the next question is, the patient came to the hospital for cardiac arrest by ambulance. In the ambulance, 2 rounds of CPR was performed. What is CPR? CPR. You don't watch
Cardiac
movies,
pulmonary.
chest compression. Chest compression. Later, the patient taken back to ICU, placed on endotracheal tube for ventilation. So ventilator was placed. The patient recovered after 4 days and discharged to home. So it is a real scenario. It is commonly happened, right? It is a frequent scenario. Frequent scenario means most of the patient came to the hospital for this condition. You people knows very well. This is the common condition, common scenario. So now let me know whether it is a outpatient visit or inpatient visit.
Inpatient.
Inpatient visit.
Okay. How did you
Inpatient
people
visit.
confirm whether
Inpatient.
it is inpatient visit? How did you people confirm whether it is
ICU.
inpatient?
Because
ICU.
he
Super.
admitted to
ICU.
the ICU
ICU.
and
Fever.
after 4 days he discharged.
No, yes, super. Okay, now only you people are coming up with the lines, right? Okay, so now let me know what are all the diagnoses you people are able to find out in the documentation. What are all the diagnoses, diseases, conditions?
Cardiac
Cardiac
arrest.
arrest.
One is cardiac arrest. Then any other diagnosis are there?
No.
There is no diagnosis.
No.
Okay, what are all the procedures you people are seeing there?
CPR.
CPR, super. CPR procedure. Then
Endotracheal
endotracheal tube.
Endotracheal tube.
Endotracheal tube is a device which is used to place in the trachea to make a ventilation. So, and ventilation is a ventilator. Ventilator device also comes under into procedure. Okay, so now ventilator. Now cardiac arrest. Which code set I need to use?
ICD.
ICD.
ICD CMU. Okay. So before going to CPR, endotracheal tube placement. Which code set I need to use? Sorry. Which code set I need to use? PCS.
PCS.
Super.
PCS.
Okay. So for ventilator,
PCS.
Yes, sir.
for CPR,
For CPR also PCS.
CPR also
PCS.
PCS. Confirm, everyone agreed?
Yes, sir.
No need to code CPR. Why?
Okay. Yes. Because sir, the CPR performed in the ambulance,
It's not
not in the
possible.
hospital.
Ambulance. Patient not at came hospital.
Can we code CPR? Again,
No, sir.
again my question. Can I code CPR?
No.
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 Because Ambulatory
No
coding is
code.
completely different. Ambulatory coding is completely different. Ambulatory coders will code whatever the procedures are performed because we don't know the same hospital ambulance are picking from the patient, right? The same hospital ambulance are picking the patient. We don't know. It might be any hospital. If you are coding CPR and the procedure will be billed to that hospital will pay for the ambulance separately. Is it possible? Reality. If you are running a hospital, one of the ambulance persons are there and it is a private ambulance and ambulance, they did some procedures. But you built in in this hospital billing now, that hospital will pay for that ambulance separately. Is it possible?
No, sir.
Not possible. Then why we need to code? So it is a real time scenario. Okay, it is a real time scenario. Most of the errors we finding here. Most of the errors we are finding here. Some of the coders are coding some procedures. You people, I mentioned like CPR. Sometimes laceration repair they will do. Sometimes ventilation also they will do in ambulance itself. If it is a severe patient is there, some minor suture repair also they will do in ambulance. And sometimes if it is high therapy record also they will do. Sometimes delivery also they will do in ambulance, right? So at the time I don't want to mention here everything. Ambulance, if any procedure performed in ambulance, I should not code in the record. But if any procedure performed in ED, emergency department, can I code? If any procedure performed in emergency department, can I code?
Yes.
Yes, we can code.
Yes.
sir.
If
Code.
any
Patient
procedure performed in ambulance, can I code?
no.
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 No, I don't want to code. Okay. So you people need to be understand the concept. So this is the main thing you people need to be aware of that. Okay. Okay. Fine. So I will give you. So as of now, it is clear, right? For your end. As of now, it is clear. And if CPR performed in the hospital, yes, compulsory. If CPR performed in the hospital, you need to be report, Krishna. Okay. So is there any doubts or any questions in this scenario? Still, sir, I'm having confusion. Why you are not coding CPR, even though it is performed in ambulance? Any doubts or any questions?
Sir, CPR performed in hospital means we need to code PCS person.
Yeah, yes. CPR, if it is performed, means we can code it. Okay. So the next final question I'm going to be mentioned here. It is a just real-time scenario, and I'm going to be making you a little bit elaborate. 4 lines. You see that first I started with that simple scenarios, and later I explain more, and later I'm going to be bigger scenarios. So this is the way to understand that. Okay. So now someone read this question, ma. Slowly, someone read this question. Anyone, please. No.
Patient
Can I
came
read?
to the hospital for his scheduled surgery of arthroplasty. Arthroplasty was performed. After surgery, physician found severe blood loss. So patient moved to inpatient and confirmed as acute blood loss anemia. Treated with 5 units of blood transfusion. Patient recovered after 3 days and discharged to home.
So it is a simple scenario. One of the patient came to the hospital for scheduled surgery. Scheduled surgery means outpatient surgery. He came to the hospital for arthroplasty. What is arthroplasty means? Knee replacement procedure. Knee replacement procedure. So the knee replacement or hip replacement, like the replacement procedures are called like arthroplasty. After surgery, the physician found severe blood loss, and after that the patient moved to inpatient. He find out it is acute blood loss anemia. He treated with by 5 units of blood transfusion, and patient recovered, and after that the patient discharged to home. So let me know whether it is an inpatient visit or outpatient visit.
Inpatient.
Super. So what are all the conditions? So mostly when they will do arthroplastic, any idea about when they will do knee replacement procedure? Any idea?
Osteoarthritis.
Arthritis. Yes, super. Osteoarthritis. For arthritis only they will do. Other than that, any diagnosis are there here?
Acute
Anemia.
blood loss anemia.
Acute blood loss. Super. Then any other diagnosis? Okay. What are all the procedures they perform?
Blood transfusion.
Arthroplasty.
Arthroplasty.
And,
Blood
any
transfusion.
other
blood.
procedure?
Blood
Any other
transfusion.
procedure? Blood transfusion. So,
Blood transfusion.
blood transfusion.
Blood transfusion.
Yes, blood transfusion. So now arthritis comes under which code set I need to use?
ICD-10.
ICD-10.
Okay. Acute blood loss anemia.
ICD.
ICD-10.
ICD.
Yes. Arthroplasty procedure. It is ICPC, sorry, PCS or CPT.
PCS.
Yes.
PCS.
Yes. PCS. Blood transfusion.
PCS.
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 Simple. Now you people are, I think now you people got to understand the concept, right? Yes. Everyone are mentioned PCS. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the
Yes,
simple
sir,
thing. I
understood.
told you, right? Inpatient coding, it's how you are understanding. It's not about the, like by reading the documentation, by reading the guidelines, it won't come. 100% it won't come. Because we have lot of guidelines are there, you know. It simply I'm saying that one of the process in inpatient, one of the process is called the query process. Query process. We can ask question to the physician. In the query process, as per the CMS and AHIMA, they given that one yes one PDF when we need to raise query, when we should not raise query, how to raise the query. Anyone know how much pages for that PDF? Anyone knows how much page for that PDF? Only query process. I'm not saying like coding guidelines and all. Only one process is called query process. In the query process, they have given a one PDF for us to learn how to raise query, when we should not raise query, and how what are all the things to find out in the query form. How many pages you know? Just for understanding. Just it is a process. Anyone know how many pages it will be? Any idea?
No, sir.
No. It's a 685 pages. 685 pages to know only query process. Know only query process. Think like that. It's completely related to understanding that. Just a second, T. Sorry. So it's completely related to understanding. In the 685 685 pages, if I'm going to take within the 3 days, I can able to take you the classes to understand. So if you think like that, it is 685 pages. How I can learn? It's not possible by reading by yourself. But if we are going to be taking the PDF, it is very easy to you to understand. Because concept, the main thing is to understand the concept based learning. So you should be focused on the concept based. So reading a lot of informations, whatever we are sharing in the groups and whatever we are updated in the mobile applications, and moving forward, we are integrated with the AI tools also in our own applications. So it will be implemented as soon as possible. You can able to ask your doubts and clarifications from the tool itself. That and all going to be happen. So this is the way to learn the inpatient coding. So still I didn't teach you any guidelines. Still I didn't taught you any specific inpatient things or anything else. But we learned a lot. Yes or no? Yes, agreed. No.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
agreed.
Still I didn't
Yes.
started the training. Still I didn't taking you into the training. But this and all you should know. This and all you should know. Even though if you are experienced also, you don't know something else, whatever we teach you. This and all compulsory you should know, because interviews are not, they are not going to be asking you for the guidelines. Interviewers not asking the guidelines right now. They are asking what is the workflow. What is the workflow? What are all the parameters you are using while doing that inpatient coding? The interview questions are right now completely different what before they are asking. They are also completely changing their interview patterns and all everything. So because I'm also one of the interview panel, I will ask like this kind of questions only. I will ask like this kind of questions only. You people knows very well what is 2 midnight rule. I will ask what is 2 midnight rule. This 2 midnight rule and all, as per the guidelines, it is not there. As per if you are going to read the inpatient guidelines, it is not there because it is deciding which is the patient is inpatient or outpatient. The guideline is before going to learn the IPDRG, you should know that. You should know that. So same like that, lot of guidelines are there and lot of things you people need to be aware of it. You people need to be aware of that. So that is a training course I took. And apart from that, I told you, right, I'm going to be teaching you from the anatomy and physiology. The classes are starts from Monday and 1 week of anatomy and physiology. And later you people are going to be work with that like ICD classes, PCS classes, and live chart review classes, and everything will be. I share the schedule copy also. Just you people can see that. And how our schedules are working and all everything. I share that details to you in the chat box. So just you can see the schedule, and I will be sharing this content also in the chat box. So just you can copy it and paste it in your chat box also. So this and all you people are going to be learned that. So today is our last demo classes, and tomorrow and day after tomorrow registrations are going to be started. So and one more kind information, don't want to pay any other people. Any other people means another numbers or anything else. Whatever you are going to be pay, and it should be related to Jvages Healthcare Private Limited. That account only you should be pay that. If any HR are connected also, they won't ask you to pay that another number or anything else. Whatever the number you are connected with us, that number only you need to be pay for us. So I share that details also. You can able to pay by installment. You can able to pay by your debit card or credit card or whatever it is. You can able to make it that. I shared in the chat box. So just you can see that and you can get it your, if you are interested, really interested to learn the IPDRG coding, and you can start with your registrations. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, registrations are going on, and I'm available to clarify your doubts also. You can ask and doubts. In case I'm not able to attend your call, our HR team will be get back to you as soon as possible. So before going to end the session, you have any doubts or any questions, team? Any doubts or any questions, team? Any doubts, any questions you people need to ask from my end? It's easy to understand whatever we are teaching. You can able to understand, you can able to grasp, or sir, it is very difficult. Whatever you are speaking, I'm not able to understand. Anything else is like that?
No, sir, it's very easy to understand.
It's easy.
Thank you.
Sir, we have joined today, so we want to the previous 2 batches call.
Yeah, yes, I will be sharing the recording. So I share the application access in the chat box, ma. So just you can enroll that, you will get the last 2 days recordings as well.
So I downloaded the application, but I'm not getting the batch.
You
Even
can
I
refresh,
requested
ma.
for
You
the
can
batch.
refresh. Just now only I approved that. Just now only I approved. Okay, so you can refresh and try. If you are unable to get it, just take a screenshot and share it with me, and I will be allowing that. No issues. Okay, it's nothing will be happen there. Okay. Okay. So thank you, team. Thank you so much. I hope this is the thing almost around continuously 3 days, around 60 people are joined that same session. There is no deploy is there. Most of the time, first day we will take around 80 people will be there. Next day around only for 30 people, for the 40 people will be there. But in this batch, I seen that continuously 60 people are there over without skipping them. So it's healthy one. And this is the future of in the medical coding for the licensed graduates. So try to grab this opportunity with our institute, and I'll get back to you on Monday. Thank you, team. Thank you so much. I'll wind up my session. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, team. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, ma.
What are the
Yes,
time?
ma.
Class time.
Class timing
Class
8:30 p.m. to
timing.
10 p.m. 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. The class timing is 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Venu, your voice is not audible, Venu.
We can.
We can?
Okay, thank you.
Oh. Okay, so thank you, team. If anything, any information needed, please connect with me through the phone call, and I can able to Any certificate will be
Sir,
provided.
when
Yes,
you will
if you are a
be
fresher, will
available,
be. Yes, ma.
sir, when you will be available, shall you tell the time when I
I'll be
have to
available from
call
morning
to
9 a.m.
connect?
to 5 p.m. Up to 7 p.m. I'll be in the call itself. No issues. For WhatsApp, I will be
Oh,
available always. For calls, you can
okay.
make it like up to 7 p.m. No issues.
Okay, sir. I have few doubts, so have to
Yeah,
clarify
sure.
with
Of
you.
course,
I will
you
connect
can
with
call
you.
with us and I will
Thank
be
you.
guiding you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Thank you. Ah, yes, ma.
Only ED and ENM is providing here.
ED and ENM.
Yes. I am coder app, no?
No, ma, you don't. You can see the batch code. Just enter the batch code. Don't want to enroll that. Just click the batch code.
Okay.
Okay. So tomorrow I'm not available in Kukatpalli Institute. Ma, I'm going to be Chennai for a business meet. So I'll be there on Monday. Okay. So we have a client meeting is there in Chennai for a corporate training. So that's why I'm not available there. Okay. So thank you, team. Thank you so much. I'll wind up my session and we'll meet you on Monday at sharp 8:30 p.m. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank
Thank you.